So I think tortellini. We can discuss this. I'm going to discuss this with you, by the way. Though it's going to be my tier list, we can discuss. I think tortellini is very subjective, right? Because doesn't it depend what it's stuffed with? Like if there's mushroom in that shit, I'm not having tortellini. But if it's like, I don't know, like some arrabbiata stuffing.
Disregard fillings and flavour here. It's about the shape, the vessel.
The vessel only. I think tortellini's got to be up there because I feel like you're getting more of a meal with tortellini as well. You know, you could literally at a push, especially in my student days, I would just have tortellini with like a sauce, and I'd be away, and that'd be like a meal.
And you move your chair.
Yeah, hang on.
Half the option.
That'll do. It's only missing just tortellini and gnocchi off the end.
I've never had gnocchi. Gnocchi.
Just potato pasta, really. Linguine is your favourite, Jim. You think S tier, Jim, for tortellini? I think it's got to be up there, hasn't it? Jim, you said vaping tastes better and cheaper and easier to titrate down the nicotine in, so it's easier to wean off. But yeah, it's not great. They know a lot about it, but the rates of pneumonia and peak, lots and lungs are way higher. Interesting. Let's learn, Spin. Here you go. So this is the educational section of the stream as well. I think tortellini. I think I'm going to go... It's not A for me because I wouldn't have it like this. If someone says to me, you know, what pasta would you like to have with your sauce, I wouldn't instantly go tortellini because generally you want to buy it like fresh for it to be good, right? But it is good if you're like, oh, I fancy some tortellini. So I'm going to go with A. Fusilli, S tier, right? Gotta be. Can't go wrong with Fusilli. Cannot go wrong. Or is it A? Is that A as well? Because I've got to think, what am I going to put in? If Fusilli doesn't go in S tier, what does? Say again, Daniel.
Fusilli is like D tier.
Do you not rate it? I think that's like just a great go-to, though.
No.
That doesn't necessarily make it good. But then what I'm already thinking, like, what am I putting in S tier if it's not if Fusilli's not S? I'm going to say Fusilli's like A probably because it is good. I rate it. But like, what am I putting in S? Maybe just bog standard spaghetti. Right, I'm going A for Fusilli, mate. It's good. Next thing is going to get is pasta tier list. Well, I'm having pasta for dinner, Gabby, so we've got to do it. We were talking about it, and then I mentioned it to Daniel like as a pasta tier list, and there is one that exists, so we're doing it. We're doing it. We're still playing Cycle after this, but I'm going to do a pasta tier list first. I'll eat my pasta. B for you, Jim. I think A for me, Fusilli. I like it. I like it. Now, lasagna. If you're talking just the sheets, it's F, right? If someone said, oh, I could do some, you can have some pasta, it's just going to be lasagna sheets, it's F. But I'm assuming this means in their intended state in a lasagna, right? So, unfortunately, guys, I think because I enjoy pasta so much, I think we're going to have a problem here. I think everything's going to be an A, but let's say lasagna. I do like lasagna, but then I'd probably rather have like pasta with a sauce. So I'm going to say B for lasagna for me. Lasagna's C for you, Gabbo. Gnocchi, ravioli, and linguine. S tier for you, Jim. Wow. Yeah, I think B for lasagna for me. Like, I like lasagna, but if someone says to me, you know, you're going to have pasta and I wouldn't instantly go lasagna. I think they'd say lasagna for lasagna, right? Chicken mince. Oh, no, I like a beef or a lamb. Chicken's fine too, but Campanelle. Have you guys ever had Campanelle? Campanelle? I've never had it. Have you guys ever had that? I don't think I've ever had that. It's got to be chicken or turkey for you, Jim. You ever had that, Daniel? Campanelle?
No.
No. I don't even recognise it. Might be some proper posh Italian stuff. Let's leave that there for now. But I feel bad rating it if I don't know what it is, right? Gemelli? I've had these before.
Leave it out.
Anthony. Gemelli. I've had these before. Not for many years. They're nice though. They're nice. I think they're going to go in A. I remember them being very like, obviously pasta is soft according to how you cook it, but like as a piece of pasta, it was quite like a soft, not very convenient. Gemelli Gabby. I think I've had like a, what do you call it? Like a dried version of gemelli, but you just boil. I'm pretty sure. It's convenient as any other pasta for me. I'm putting it A, mate. I'm putting it A. I remember those being really nice. Just haven't had them in years. Macaroni. Ah, come on. It's got to be, hasn't it? However you have it. If it's with macaroni cheese, then that might be S+ tier.
Agreed.
Try again.
Okay, sorry.
Conchigli. I think it's a strong B. I think it's a strong B. But they're nice. I like them. The thing with these is I find them inconvenient. You fork them, and because they've got like that weird concave shape, you're either forking the top of it, which then just like flexes inwards until you stab through it, or you're forking the bottom of it, in which case you've got like not much between the pasta and the plate to get your fork into. So it's nice. I like it. But I think for convenience, I think it would be an A, but it's got to go down to a B for me. You think D? Maybe I could go for a C. Because of the inconvenience factor. Maybe that even pushed it down to a C, You're being brutally urgent, though. D. I think any pasta's a D for me.
Does anyone else want pasta right now?
I've got pasta right now. What is this? Is cavatappi? Potato pasta mixed with chopped tomato sauce, hard Italian cheese. Oof. Sounds good, Liam. Sounds good. Soma's done a lovely bolognese here out of some beef from our local butchers. Very nice. Cavatappi, I think goes down here with conchigli for me. Like it's fine. It's nice, but a little bit inconvenient. Funny shape. Weird to get your fork through the tube. Make F the unknown tier. I'll do that. We'll make F the unknown tier. No, okay. Unknown. Orisciette. Anyone ever had that? It looks more like a prawn cracker than pasta. Anyone got any input on that one? Anyone know that one? Potato pasta, Liam, is this one. Gnocchi. That's what you're talking about, Liam. Potato pasta. Gnocchi. Nope, never heard of it. Me neither. No idea what it is. Can go there. Angel hair? I've never heard of something called angel hair specifically, but I'm assuming it's like a very fine pasta, so I think we can rate it, right? I agree, Jim. I've just never... I feel like I know the name, but I wouldn't have been able to tell it was a pasta. Oh, do you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking the mushrooms. It's not called Campagna. There's a mushroom, isn't there? Camp something. That's what I'm thinking of. Keeps you full. Gnocchi's very efficient. All right, let's rate gnocchi then. So it's very efficient, keeps you full. Not a big fan of the taste, mate. Like, don't hate it. I'll eat it if someone says I'm doing gnocchi. I'll eat it. It's fine. But is it even pasta if it's potato? Like someone said to me, you can have gnocchi or you can have any of these pastas, provided you know the pasta. I'm probably going for the pasta, right? Now, there's lots of good things about it, but it wouldn't ever be like a top choice for me just on like flavour and stuff alone over any other pasta. Agree, Liam. Yeah, the texture's not quite. Gnocchi's harder to make well, though, so maybe for like an inconvenient sense. I might have to give it a D, guys. Gnocchi might have to get the D. Is that unfair? I think it's got to be. Liam's in on D. You have Adrian, why? Well, I love you, Jim, but it's my tier list. I feel a little bit harsh. Like, it's between C and D, but I ain't got to go D. You're an A on the gnocchi, Gabby. Jim loves the gnocchi. Liam. Let's move on. Let's go back to angel hair. We're going to do angel hair, weren't we? Now, I don't think I've ever had angel hair. I've had like thin noodles, and I'm going to assume it's very similar, just like the pasta form. Unless I've had it and it's called something else. I've never had. Does anyone else specifically have pasta called angel hair? Shit, gnocchi's bad. If you go to a proper restaurant, it's incredible. Fair point, Jim. Fair point. Yes, Nash's pasta is good over. Well, this is it, Gabby. This is it. I mean, I honestly didn't think I'd put much in C. Really, I've only put those in C for convenience. That's the only reason that they're more inconvenient to eat. To like stab them with your fork. That's the only reason. Spaghetti but thinner. I think I'm going to rate it highly though, because I'm sure I would enjoy it if it's spaghetti but thinner. It's tough though, because I've never actually had it. I could have it and absolutely love it and be like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Because it's thin, maybe like the sauce can really get stuck to it, you know? You know much pasta in Italy? Oh mate, you had pizza instead, yeah? Thin spaghetti sans pog, exactly. I think I want to give it an A, but it's hard to give something an A when you've not really tried it. Should I give it B? Mate, Italian pizza's amazing, but Italian pasta, oh. Yeah, basically they're technically different, but that's what I'm equating it to. I'm going to leave it at A. Right. Bucatini. Basically pasta, but shaped like a worm. What do you guys think? I'm down. I think it's like, if angel hair is like poggy spaghetti, I think bucatini is like slightly inferior spaghetti, right? This one, lay him down here, bottom right, bucatini. I'm sure I've had it before. So it's not bad, but like, I think it's bang average, right? Yeah, Jim. You're going E, like lower than gnocchi, Daniel. Nah. Gnocchi's potato, it's not even pasta. Nah, it's gotta go C. No. Looks still good, still alright. Unknown, unsafe. These are the unknowns down here, Liam. I've put them in F, not because they're F, just because we've never had them. No gnocchi hating. No, I'm not hating on gnocchi. I don't think bucatini goes below gnocchi though. I think it's got to be C. Again, you know, it's just because spaghetti's going to be high up, isn't it? So like, well, for me anyway. So I've got to say C for bucatini. I've got to. Risoni. Is that like it's like kind of like rice shaped, right? I have had that before, maybe only once in my life. Any of you guys had that?
This is just a stupid thought, but is it not used in risotto?
No, that is actually rice, isn't it?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
All passes S tier and the tier list it's so which all S tier. So okay, Lauren, I totally agree. If this was like, if we had like all foods tier list, pasta is like up at the tippy top, right? And then we're dividing that S tier down between the pastas. That's all we're doing here. Was that okay? Is that allowed now? Yeah, don't you use a very specific type of rice in risotto, don't you? Is it not? No, you don't use pudding rice. There is a specific type of rice. I've had this. It's all right. This risotto. It's all right. It's not amazing. It's still pasta, so it's still good. But it's like, it is weird eating pasta that shape. I found it was like you wanted it to be rice, but it wasn't. No, you didn't want it to be rice, but it looked like it should be rice, but it was pasta. I think it's got to be with gnocchi because it's just a little bit of a weird one. I think like an outlier, I guess. Never had this one, not vibing with it. Risotto rice, risotto. Never, Liam. Surely. Daniel, I think I'm the same. I think that's what I had it in as well. Yeah, I think D is fair. Like, it's not, you know, I'll eat it, but it's not going to be like my go-to. Here we go now. Ravioli. Don't often have ravioli, but I feel like it's got to be up here, right? If we put in tortellini A, ravioli's got to be A. Come on, it's got to be stuffed pasta. It's like a meal in a pasta. It's got to be A. Not quite S, but it's got to be A. It's got to sit with the tortellini. It's got to. They're kind of the
Fluffy
same,
ruffs.
right? Say again.
Fluffy ruffs.
Hang on.
Pizza, birthday pie, pints of cream, pork cylinders, potato grids, artificial bacon, large macs.
You name it.
Sandwich casserole, chocolate quail's eggs, garlic pudding, fluffy ruffs, hoisin crispy owl, pasta pillows, bonbons, McFortune cookies. It's
Pasta
up to
pillows.
you. Discount foie gras, egg and ham slabs,
That's
joint in a mince, mystery meat, quiches Lorraine, 20 cheese omelette.
I knew that's what you were thinking of, something that he does with pasta. I couldn't remember it either. It's the pasta pillows. It's ravioli. I'd want to know if we're putting the next slide up. Liam, you're just giving us recipes for good food. Is that what's happening here? Alison had carbonara and pasta pillows in Italy. egg and ham slabs, Liam. Egg and ham slabs. I love Brian Butterfield. Okay. Rigatoni. That's what I've just had. Rigatoni. It's good. It's good. I don't think it... So it's quite thick rigatoni, right? Like if penne is like... Oh, what's that on there? If penne is a thin cylinder, rigatoni is like a thick with about 3 C's cylinder. So like it's nice, but I don't feel it's higher than B. I'm with you, Jim. I don't feel it's higher than B. I've enjoyed that meal. It was lovely. And to be fair, Soma gave me the choice between linguine and rigatoni, and I was like, rigatoni. But that was for the convenience of being able to stab it, whereas the linguine I'll be having to, you know, twirl on my fork. So I think it's B. Maybe even C. No, I think B. I don't think I'm putting it down here. Like I enjoy it more than these. I'm still toying with whether conchiglie should be higher. I don't know. All right. Penne then. We've got to do penne next. Linguine is your favourite in the world. I do like linguine. I do like it. It's more for the convenience of the rigatoni. Penne's got to be up here, right? I mean, it's like your staple. I don't think it is S tier for me. I think it's A. Yeah, I'm with you, Jam. I think it's A. Because it's just so, like, it's everywhere, isn't it? It's the go-to. If you're having, like, a pasta dish in, like, most restaurants, you're either going to get spaghetti or you're going to get penne. There's nothing extra special. But that said, I've got to do this. I've just got to. It's just the OG. You just can't not have spaghetti in S tier when you're talking pasta. Like, it's one of these two that comes to your head when you're talking about pasta. But the spaghetti has got to be in the S tier. It's got to be. I know I've moved on quickly from penne, but Jam saying spaghetti and C, well, it's a good job it's my tier list, because there's no way, Jose. There's no way. Spaghetti C. Oh my god, no. It's the classic. It's the classic. When you're having a spag bol, you know, it's the name of the pasta is in. There's no other dishes that are like a fusilli bolognese or a penne bolognese, or maybe you get a penne bolognese, but like it's actually in the name of the dish. Bang average. You've been having bad pasta, guys. You've been having bad spaghetti, guys. Bad spaghetti. You use linguine for everything you should use spaghetti for. I know what you're going to say about linguine then, Jim, and you're not going to like where I'm going to put it, because I'm going to say it's A, but it's not S. Spaghetti deserves a pen. It's S plus, Liam. That's the tier above S. If it existed, it'd be S plus. You guys saying linguine S? No, it's good, but it's not S. It's got to be A for me. It's good. It is good, but it's got to be A. You guys all saying S? Well, you're entitled to your wrong opinions, guys. All right, that's all I'm going to say on the matter. This is linguine now, Liam. Linguine. Hey, JD. How are you, mate? You're right. Welcome back. We are doing a pasta tier list, JD. Pastafarians praising the flying spaghetti monster. Exactly. Spaghetti's so popular that it's even given rise to a religion. You think Spag's S, Liam? Yeah, same as me. But the texture linguine spaghetti, big texturally. That's fair enough, Jim. Yeah, I do like the text. I mean, there's a reason linguine is in A for me. Like, I do like it. As a fellow Italian heritage, my speciality. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Well, JD, we're discussing it, but it's my tier list, all right? I have the final say, but we can discuss. Any problems with anything here, particular, JD? Anything? Oh, by the way, F tier here is an F. This is just don't know, never had it. Never had it or never heard of it. Never heard of this orecchiette and campanile. No, I've not heard of it, not tried it. So it's not actually F, it's just don't know. Pesto pasta and linguine is ultimate. That is nice. Great with creamy white sauce and bacon bits. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tagliatelle. What we saying, guys? I'm thinking B, because I do like tagliatelle again. I wouldn't put it up with these though. It's very thick, isn't it? It's a very thick pasta, very dense. You're saying S for tagliatelle, Jam? Campanile, great. Give them a try. Eri, I will. I don't know if I've ever seen them, in a British supermarket. I'll have a look for them. Last moment to have a look for them next. You guys are saying S for tagliatelle? I do like it. I haven't had tagliatelle in ages. I do like it. It's like it is very dense, very thick though, isn't it? It's a very different kind of pasta again. So I was going to go B for me personally. I could be pressured into an A though. It's just okay in your opinion. I mean, I like it, JD, but I don't love it. For me, it's not up there with spaghetti and macaroni, but it's good. It's good. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to stick with B, guys. I think I'm gonna have to stick with B. I think it's B, JD. I think it's B. Like, I like it, but it's not the poggest of pog. I don't think it's quite up there with these for me. But you guys like linguine but chunky. Accurate. Okay. Farfalle. This is what me and Jan were talking about earlier. The bows, the ribbons. Yes, Eri. There'll be egg in all of this, Eri, because it's pasta. I think all pasta has egg in. You're just wrong, Jam. You're just wrong, mate. The bow ties have got to go at the top. They got it for me. I love them. A for cuteness, E for convenience. Oh, Jim, you're saying E for convenience. I just don't think you've got the strat with these, you see. I mean, I guess there's two ways. You can either put your fork, like if the bow, imagine the bow is here, right, and you've got the bows at each end, right? Imagine the bow is sitting like this in front of us. You could stab it right in the middle there, perfect every time, or you can turn your fork 90 degrees and stab it right in the middle again. You get it every time. Easy. No way of conchigli that far down. So my reason, JD, for that was I'm thinking about like the quite large ones, right? It was convenience. If you stab a conchigli, right? I like the taste, I like the texture. But if you stab it, you're either stabbing because it's concave. You're either stabbing the top, which just compresses down and it like splays the pasta out and like then it slips all over your plate. Or if it's the other way up, you're stabbing into the hole and literally you've got like that much pasta to stab and then it's plate beneath it. So it was the inconvenience that I got conchiglie that far down for. Not that I don't like the taste of the texture. Don't stab it, scoop it, you fucking heathen. Mr. Italy comes in here telling me he uses a spoon for his pasta. Get out of it. Get out of it. No, he said it now. He said it. He said it. Get out of it. Oh, no, 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 no. In terms of, I feel like they don't hold much sauce. Okay. Yeah, I get that, Jim. That's a good point. That's a good point. Put farfalle into soup. Yeah. Do you have like the little tiny ones in soup? So I wanted to raise something in this actually, guys. So I think there's some pasta that's not on here. Still on about pasta. Yes, it's been a very important subject. Need to discuss this. Scoop with the fork. That's even more difficult than forking it. Liam uses a harpoon. Do English pick peas too? What do you mean, Harry? Pick peas. Question is, do you use a spoon for rice? I probably would spin, yeah. Yeah, I probably would. I've used forks as well, but I think a spoon is easier. I'm taking the mick out of JD, but actually, I think a spoon is easier for some of these. So one thing I wanted to discuss, right? So, for example, the conchiglie and the farfalle and maybe not the macaroni. I think that's about it, actually. Just this one and this one, right? I'm talking about the pastas about that sort of size, right? But you can get smaller versions of these, right? I remember when I was a kid having this conchiglie, but it's probably not called conchiglie, and it was probably only about that big each piece. Tiny little pasta shells. Did you guys have this, or is this just me? Because I would rate those tiny little pasta shells higher than this, the small ones. You eat peas with a fork, Liam. I'd go either spoon or fork for peas. I actually think the spoon is easier. Depends on the meal, very true. Spoon and fork. A spork, then, is what you use spoon. And if it's chili with rice, use a spoon. Pick peas and stab every single pea by single pea. Okay, got you, Eric. I'll normally scoop them. And then when I get down to the last few, rather than chasing them around the plate, I'll stab the last few. You had those mini shells, Daniel. Yes, yeah. So I'd rate them higher. And because with those you could scoop them, right? Because they were much smaller, or it's easier to scoop them. You scoop peas with a fork, just like rice or pasta. Yeah, I'd scoop it with a fork, Harry, until the last few, and then I'd stab them. You get huge conchiglie, and they stuff them, and like nice, but pasta filling ratio is often inconvenient due to shape. Wow, that sounds interesting. So it's like a calzone, Jim, but pasta form instead of dough. Don't think they have another name. Okay, it's just small conchiglie. Okay. I haven't had them in years. I just remember them as a kid and loving them. That was what my mum always used to do. If you'd either have spaghetti or you'd have those little tiny conchiglie. Fancy cooking. You guys are all going to be cooking pasta after this. Sorry, not sorry, because, you know, pasta is S tier, as Lauren correctly said earlier. Lift up the plate and let the peas roll into your mouth. Did that recently. Fuck's sake, Liam. You already had pasta today, JD. I mean, why not again? It's like stuffed pepper, but pasta instead. Sounds interesting, Jim. I've never seen that. I'd try it. Harry agrees that's the way, Liam. Lift up the plate, stick it in your gob. That's the big brain play. What about if there's gravy on there? You're gonna have like the gravy dribbling down your chin with like your peas.
There are some missing.
Go on. Common vegetarian food, a lot of restaurants. Nothing. Okay. So what was that one? Routini.
Rotini.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Rotini.
Rotini.
They're the really tight spirals. Tight twists.
Tiny spirals. Hang on, I'm going to look it up.
Manicotti.
Oh, so that looks like fusilli, but like a tighter
Cannelloni.
twist. Oh, they're missing loads. Cannelloni, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, they're missing a lot, actually.
There's loads I haven't heard of. To be continued.
No idea, Spin. No idea. I'll have to find a better tier list, won't I? I'll have to go again. Print screened it. For content. And guys, if I get rid of my face cam, the cat cam.
No, fuck.
Do that. There we go. Past the tier list there. Yeah, we've just done it, mate. We've just done it. Gnocchi better be S tier. No, mate. And sorry, by the way, guys. We're all having this conversation about gnocchi and people. I'm not gonna talk you guys down. That's fair enough. You like your gnocchi. That's fine. But ain't it potato, not pasta? Technically. Pasta and gravy is different. No, I'm not talking about pasta with gravy, Spin. You heathen.